Yeah, a beautiful morning to all Nigerians and non-Nigerians. But before I start the show, I would like to appreciate God for the privilege, to be alive, the gift of our voices on this table. I just want to appreciate God. It's another week, another Monday, another time to pay bills, another time to give money out. Excuse me. Well, we're going to make it snappy today because we have a lot of stories that we want to talk about. A lot happened over the weekend, and trust me, there are a lot of stories. Well, I am Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. For short, you can call me Rio. Welcome to the Monday edition of the Bomber Breakfast Show, a place where we talk without any form of bias. Of course, I'm not alone. On the table this morning, to my immediate left is no other person but that young, beautiful lady you get to see on your screen every Monday and Wednesday. Today she's here. Her name is Barrister Pink. Good morning.
Good morning, Vio. Good morning, Stanley. Good morning, Nigeria. I am Barrister Pink Egbe. Welcome to the Bumper Breakfast Show.
Yes, some people are prepared to fire down this morning. And anywhere the attitude and character follow, I follow. Yes, it's going to be energy for energy. So we're probably going to drag ourselves on the table today because I already saw some things that some people will oppose, and I saw that I might not be on the same table. However, I don't always like when we're on the same table anyways, aside from this particular table. Yes, I have Stanley Paul, a cow in the studio. Stanley, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. First, let me say kudos to you and your team for successfully doing the dramatic one yesterday. But it is what it is. It was an amazing weekend. Thank you so very much for always being a part of the program. Real, like you said, so much needs to be talked about. Whether we are on the same table or not, whether we train the same line of thought or not, the most important thing is we are here to do our job. And our job is to ensure that our viewers are satisfied. And talking about satisfaction, giving them the best of information they can always bank on.
Absolutely. We'll move on the program immediately. Senate to hold emergency meeting on Tuesday. That's tomorrow. And that really beats a lot of people's mind because it's been as if, I don't know what the Senate are defending. I don't know what's their plan. According to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, he said over the weekend that is it not the same electoral act they used when Obi successfully won the old 5 states in the East, when he won in Delta, when he won in Lagos, when he won in Plateau. How come all of a sudden you want to change? At that event, somebody responded to the Senate President. Yes, it is, but you just sit and pass the bill. Then if INEC come to say we cannot do it, we know that you have passed the bill already. But why are you speaking for Nigeria? Why are you saying if they brought the bill to your front, then do the needful? Otherwise, Nigerians will get angry. But if you ask me, it doesn't look like Nigerians are aware about this electoral bill passage because the rate by which people talk about it compared to how people talk about bad governance, how they talk about fuel, how they talk about scarcity of this and that. It's not like that. So a lot of people don't put their ear somewhere, like all these politicians, they just want to rob themselves. So people are not really, on social media, it's not really trending the way I feel it should trend. But anyways, there is a story that says the Senate has announced that they would hold an emergency plenary sitting on Tuesday tomorrow, February 10, 2026. The announcement was made on Sunday in the statement signed by Clerk of the Senate, Emmanuel Odor. The statement Odor indicated that all senators have been kindly requested to attend the emergency plenary sitting. The president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has directed the reconvening of plenary for emergency sitting on Tuesday, February 10, 2026. The statement read, the emergency sitting, although announced, will commence at 12 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. This Senate follows the Senate's February 4 rejection of the proposed amendment for mandatory real-time electronic transmission of election results in the Act. I'll just stop here. I think I'll start with Stanley Poikao this morning. That will come to Barrister Pink. This bill was rejected February 4 by the Senate, and I believe when they pass a bill, if majority says no, then let the bill stand. So the Senate, tried passing a bill, and it was rejected. An opposition party are bringing full force because they are scared about what can happen, seeing governors defecting to the ruling party. They're asking today's government, today's administration that, see, let's do electronic transmission. As soon as they are finishing at the polling unit, bam, let's be seeing it online, on the website and all. It's not like the last time they tried it, there was glitch for so many times. But I want to ask you, Stanley Poika, what's your take on this new movement by the opposition party?
Well, it's not a bad idea when you try something and you fail. It affords you an opportunity to try again, better your effort, double your effort, and see how you can make it work better. Now, let's even ask ourselves, what's the knowledge to an average Nigerian regarding what the electoral amendment bill is? You said that the campaign, literally, an average Nigerian does not know. All they're concerned about is, let election day come, they vote and they go. Now, it's only the educated ones, the elite, that understand that, okay, I want to stay back and watch my vote count, or watch as it counts votes. To the woman out there on the street who does not have the knowledge, the background education that would afford her to know what electronic transmission is, there should be an awareness. Now, before we talk about awareness, the Senate passed that there should be electronic transmission. Remember, IREV failed in the last election. Now, I hope, first things first, they should have called the INEC chairman. Now, give us the lowdown. How prepared are you? What are the things you need? Unfortunately, that should not be because the Independent National, it should not be because the Independent National Electoral Commission should be independent and not divulge all the information. But because they go to the Senate, the presidency releases money. And like they say, he who calls the piper dictates the tune. Ordinarily, the Independent National Electoral Commission should not have any business to do with the Senate. Our job is, we are ready for election. Whatever modalities, whatever strategy we want to use, we know it. And that will give room for free, fair, and credible election. Now, having said that, if the ruling party is scared, or the opposition is scared, do we still have opposition? We only have people who just want to make themselves relevant. No disrespect to them, because there's no strong opposition. Now,
I call them the downcast.
Now, like I said, if we look at it holistically, it's not a bad idea. But it's the way the Senate are taking it and making it look like heaven will fall. Eyinaya Abaribe said, and I remember I made mention of it, I remember I used the video. He said that they were ready, that they unanimously agreed that they should do electronic transmission, which will reduce vote buying and whatever. And they gave out, and they ruled out, they read out, I beg your pardon, punishment that will be meted out to any party or any individual involved or caught in vote buying. Vote buying will not stop in Nigeria. The ruling party will buy vote. The opposition will buy vote. They have an agent. They have not even an agent. They have agents, I beg your pardon. So all of this should not be an issue. It should never be an issue. The world is evolving. The world is rotating. There is transition going around the world. And if we cannot meet up with what is going on around the world right now, we will be left behind. We can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. The emergency plenary that the Senate wants to sit and hold, what would they be discussing? Or how would we need to amend again the Electoral Act or the Electoral Bill? All of this, I think, should have been resolved long before now.
Okay, thank you, Stanley Poikao. I was very, very disappointed. I felt so embarrassed for Nigerians on behalf of the Senate, because you guys knew you had a very important bill to sit and pass and deliberate even if the bill was not passed, you would explain to Nigerians. If the bill was passed, still explain to Nigerians, because we need to be informed. It's our constitution and we have the constitutional right to know everything that is going down. But these guys went on recess for 35 35 days.
More than a month.
That's more than a month, because I remember we said a month and few days. And you guys are now coming down to come and call emergency meeting. When you have eaten emergency food, you have collected emergency for almost, a month and a half. You guys were in the house relaxing. Then you are rushing to call for emergency meeting now. And I feel like the opposition party are not trying enough. They are selfish set of people, and I'm not sorry to say that. It's because it concerns them. They feel like they will cheat us. Let them do this thing. There are other things I believe opposition party should make the government stand on their toes for. But instead of them to do that, they want to be particular. Barrister Pink, what is your take?
So the truth about this whole thing is that the gap between the people and the government is just too wide. And that's why, when you mentioned initially and said these people, it's like they are not interested in it. They are tired. So they only focus on what gives them joy. This one is carrying Grammy. This one is not carrying Grammy. That one gives them joy, and they are sure of even saying one or two things. And maybe their own opinion might count by the time even Grammy look left and right? The truth about this thing, again, is that who are we putting out there to represent us? I want us to use our eyes now to see who is not voting for this electronic transfer. Because why? That will give us back the power. It will give the people back the power. Like he said, vote buying is okay because they did it before they voted, right? So that one, there's an agency called EFCC that we catch them on the spot. At least we do see all that. People carry money, Abi. So that agency is meant for that. I will not be doing police when I'm not a police. But we need to see our vote count. I don't have a PVC because why? I was not present. I was not around when they shared, right? And they told me, oh, go to Ikeja, local government is there. Till today, they've not given me any. And two, that means I've been cut off from the whole process. No updates. I tried to even update. Guess what? The name I was even seeing on the system, I'm not more seeing it again. Trying to update. Another thing is that at what point do we own our votes? A lot of people, they've given up. On election day, they prefer to be watching movie than to go out there. And what would they be saying? They will say, hey, my vote will not count. I keep hearing this thing and they think it's okay. It's not okay. Why will I stand under the sun, eat okpa, eat roasted corn, just because I believe that my vote will count, and at the end to look as if nothing is going on? What is there for you? Will it take anything away from you if you just allow it to roll the way it's supposed to roll? Do good campaigns, people will vote for you. You can't sit down in one position for more than 12 years. There's no development there, and you want them to keep keeping you there. We want our power back, and the power is our vote.
All right. Thank you very much, Barrister Pink. We want our power back. The power is our vote. I always believe that the people are more powerful than the people who were elected to be in charge of power. We have the power to say, no, we don't want you again. But the government make it very, very difficult for us. Firstly, they make themselves an authoritarian. They believe they can decide for us without our consent. The opposition party would have been the real legislators in this country. Why am I saying this? Because our legislators now are too doing paddy. The pally between legislators and the executive is not making them to be active in their assignment. The legislators are supposed to check and balance the executives. But they are now doing scratch your back, I scratch my back, or how do they say it? And it's very bad. The opposition party that would have been talking for the people, that should stand for the people and be the real government for the people, by the people, of the people, have decided to only sort for what will benefit them, for their own interest. And it's very bad. People are dying in different states. Insurgencies are killing people in different towns, different cities, communities. People are leaving their properties to run for their life. You guys are not saying let the Senate pass a bill that once you get anybody in charge, straight to death. You are not dragging the government for that. but you are driving the government because you want to be in charge. And I can tell you, in 2015, without electronic transmission, we had an election in this country that if the whole world, as a matter of fact, the sitting president then, the world had to give, they gave him an award for being very peaceful. We were tired of him. We voted him out. It was Jonathan and Buhari. Even that was the only year since 1992 that Atiku did not contest. Atiku even supported, APC, Buhari first tenure. So, and everybody saw how it was going. So when these people, these Nigerians,
are you forgetting that he was knocked out in the primaries?
Yeah, I said the only time he did not it did not get to the presidential board was only that. Of course, I knew if they were not going to give him ticket before, they just had to be contesting every time. But that one, Sally, don't piss me off with that man. This one. Okay, now let's go to Kogi State. Kogi closes 7 markets, parks in 7 local. Sorry, Kogi closes markets, parks in 7 local government areas to cripple terrorist supplies. That's really crazy. Like, to cripple, that means that market is, that's local government.
It's a soft target.
It's a soft target. No, you say to cripple
that's what I'm saying.
terrorist supply. So it's not about soft target now. It's about where they exchange maybe their weapons for money, or where they get food, or because it did not say to cripple terrorist plan. But let me just read. Let me just check the story anyway. The Kogi State government has ordered the temporary closure of markets and motor parks across part of Kogi West Senatorial District as part of the intensified security operation to flush out terrorists, bandits, and other criminal elements. The directive was announced on Sunday by the Commissioner for Information and Communication, Kingsley Fanwo, who said the measure is aimed to disrupting criminals' logistics and cutting off access to food, fuel, and other supplies used by insurgents and their collaborators. It was exactly what I said there. Fanwo further explained that the shutdown is supporting ongoing clearance operation being conducted by collaboration with the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, and heads of security agencies in the state. So I'll just put a pause there. Barrister Pink, is it a right move for the governor?
It depends on how their strategy, maybe based on information.
Because Kogi Central, yeah? Yes, Kogi West Senatorial District. I think that is where this guy is from. Dino Malai. Senator Adeyemi Smart.
Yeah.
I know, okay.
So in 2011 or 2010, I traveled to Abuja. I entered Karo Market. I saw one man. He was not looking okay. He was just shopping. So there was this 504, and there's all those ones. He was loading it there. And I thought the man, maybe he's traveling from another state to another. And he was making calls. But because I don't understand their language, so I might not really understand. But he actually looks suspicious to me. Like, all this load you are buying, I don't think you can afford it. You don't understand? And the 504 just came immediately, because that Karo Market, you can park like on top, then you can descend to the market.
I know Karo.
But so I'm wondering that why can't the 504, they seem to know themselves very well. He just called the man that time. But now, see, the problem with this thing is that if a insurgent want to shop from you, it's just one phone call. A lot of people do it. They call their people, I bet cut me meat 10,000. This one, somebody will come and pick it up. So they should make their investigation so that they will not cut off people and hunger will start spreading around, because they prey on hunger, whereby they can offer you something and you are willing to even die for your family for you to feed your family. So they should be very careful, because there's a thin line between hunger and hatred. So,
all right, maybe that's what you say. An hungry man is an angry man.
There's a thin line. So
closing down, markets and parks in 7 local governments. There's a popular saying in Yoruba, Olofa. I mean, I don't know how long they want to do this. It's a good idea.
What about farmers? People that will go to farm and quickly come out to sell it. Now they have to travel all the way to another market. It will get spoiled now.
Well, for every for every progress in life, it comes with what do they call it? I don't want to say a sacrifice. Thank you very much. For every progress, it comes with a sacrifice, and that's one thing I still feel like is affecting Nigeria. We are not ready to make those sacrifices. Like, imagine that the world are now saying Nigeria economy is getting stable outside Nigeria, but Nigerians are not feeling this thing you guys are talking about. We don't know. IMF came, Nigeria have paid their debt. World Bank came, Nigeria is growing. To the extent that Okonjo-Iweala came out to say Tinubu policy is working. Hello, sir. It not a work for us, so
exactly.
It is not a work for that place.
Before I pray for Nigeria, now I don't pray for Nigeria. I only just beg God, provide for me. Let me not feel the
so Nigerians, whenever a progress is about to happen, it always coming with sacrifice, challenges. So you just need to. I just pray for good leaders and great politicians who are ready to say. But let me ask you, Stanley Powell, what's your take about the Kogi movement?
Wrong move.
Okay.
Very, very wrong. Now, there is a reason why we have the DSS in this country. To get intelligent reports and give it to either the police or the military. And there's something they call collaborative effort. Now, if the allocation, including security vote, that Governor Usman Ododo gets from the federal government, he can't use it well, then he should leave office. This is very simple. Now, you know that there is a market where these terrorists buy their food items or whatever from. What should you do? Ensure that there is a strict surveillance in those places. Close monitoring. I have always said it time and over again that if our security operatives want to work, they would work. There is a political will by the political elite. In whose interest are they serving? Now you're closing markets, parks. There are people who survive on a daily basis. What we call daily bread. They don't depend on salary. They are not salary earners. They don't depend on commission. They depend on what they take home every day on a daily basis. You want to shut down their source of livelihood because you want to what was it called now? Close down on the items and those places where terrorists go to. It's not logical for me. They should be strategic. Government collaborate with security agencies. Then it means that there's something wrong that they are not telling us. Why close down market and parks? So if I am to travel from that park to Lagos, I will have to go to another park again. What's the guarantee that those 7 parks that they've closed, those guys would not still look for other parks and make those places their hideout?
Very true.
You're closing 7 parks. Is it only 7 parks that we have in Kogi State? No,
parks in 7 local governments.
That's what I'm saying. 7 local. That's what I'm saying. So, are we saying that those 7 local governments that they are closing their parks? Come on, it's not logical for me. Like there should be strict surveillance, to close monitoring, collaborate with the DSS and other security operators.
That is why the DSS is there.
And ensure that these people are apprehended. It's just like you are chasing them backward. Okay, you have water that always come to your compound. I mean, instead of ensuring that you fill those places, you are barricading it. Whether you like it or not, it will find its way into your compound again.
At least we all watch movies now. The DSS can be a conductor, can be a academic.
Like I said,
they can even be your shoemaker.
Yes,
they can be anything.
See, how gone are those days where our security operatives were
working?
Not even working, were top. I think they were there. All of a sudden, they have now become a caricature. All because the government has crippled them.
Some people retired, some people had the first retirement letter, some people left, some people were set up, some people died. And we can mention that man who died in helicopter crash, Taurid Lagbaja, that just all of a sudden
those were committed chiefs.
So it's not like they are not committed or guys or military guys. Some will even come outside to blow whistle. What is happening in the military? They tell us, oh, the military is like a court. Whatever happened in the military stays in the military. Hello, sir. This is what century are we? That what happened in the military stay in the military, and later you will come out to come and tell us it's insurgency. We have to fight it together. Hello, you are keeping secret from me. You are telling me to follow you to work. You understand? That's what they got to say. You have to pass information when you see you announced. You know how many people who have announced and they are missing now? We don't know who took them. Maybe the military or the insurgency.
Somebody speak because now it's like we have two military set of people in Nigeria: the insurgency military, then the military. We don't really understand what is going on. And I want to really allude to what Stanley said. If you close this local government, they are not daft. They will go to another place. And continue.
As a matter of fact, they might not patronize Kogi people again. Yes, and go and buy in Abuja.
That's what I'm telling you.
Abuja is not far from Kogi now.
When I'm running late, I call all the people I like patronizing.
Bring it for me at home.
Just keep am. Give it to this person. I know that you will be close by then. I will take it. So anybody can do that.
Very simple. Kogi is close to Ekiti. From Omuwo, just the next round.
Kogi is close to so many. Kogi share border with about 7 states.
So what
I don't you see women from Ogun State come to display something
around
the Owora?
How logical?
Cocoyam, all this thing on the floor.
I think this move is
obviously he did not think this by himself. Somebody must have thought about it.
But another thing, I want them to also look at the judiciary, because even the investigation from the DSS, the way you obtain your investigation, and they know that it's from the proper authority, sometimes it's not even admissible in court. You don't understand? They'll say you obtained it. You don't understand? Them not knowingly. I think even our criminal law, they even have to restructure it. They should even put surprise.
The Nigerians
There's
are
no
not
autonomous.
ready.
How can you say I witnessed a murder, then you are carrying the same sheet to share with your defense lawyer with your address and your phone number? You want me to come and stay there and say I saw him koro. They must have killed me before coming. So they should learn to arrange this our criminal law to make people to come outside and say I saw this man, like element of surprise.
Not just come out.
You understand?
Not just come out, Barrister Pay, because you can come out and not be protected.
Yes,
will not give you
can
boom,
come
boom,
out and
boom.
not be protected. You can say whatever thing you want.
And you can cover
There's freedom
yourself.
of expression. There's no freedom after expression.
Because it's only children I've seen that when they want to testify, they actually cover them. What about the adults? You can actually protect them by making them cover and they will speak. It's only the judge that will see the
even the judge himself. Do you think they feel safe in this country? Why do you think injustice is flying in Nigeria in the judiciary system?
The people that are supposed to provide for them is not providing for them, because we are supposed to have our own account, everything. Then you now hear one good governor, we say I built house for judiciary. Will you do anything about
how will it work when the immediate former Attorney General of the Federation is being alleged of sponsoring terrorism? So how do you want to come outside to testify?
The highest minister of justice is
coming outside
is alleged to be a criminal. So I'm a saint.
And I don't really want it. Nigerians are slacking. And it looks like we are the real problem of today.
No. They are tired.
No. I will say I'm coming somewhere. I'm going somewhere. I'm not saying they should come and fight. But you see, one thing social media has done for us, even though it's bringing more arms though, social media seems to be like the fastest way we communicate with the Western world, right? Now, the way we carry Seun Kuti and Wizkid fight on our head, the way we fire Grammy Award when they did not give Davido and gave it to Tyler. Nigerians are not talking anything about Malami on social media.
What will you say? When you say
fine.
Somebody will pick you, you don't know who is picking who.
When it gets to a deliberated conversation and it's trending, everybody is firing.
Our NBA meeting on last week Monday, did they discuss it?
That's so.
No, I'm just trying to tell you how far everybody is like this. They don't know what is going on.
So that shows how much we are not in this country.
I was even expecting them to say something. You understand? Like, are they just trying him for something? Nobody even.
This guy is still in custody of the DSS.
If I raise it, let me tell you, if I raise it, the sons usually sit in front, right? if you raise that kind of topic, what is your interest? I know some of the sons that are representing him, and you will see them there. If they need our help, it's only Falana, I will say it here, it's only Falana that will come and surprise, Falana, okay, yes. Falana, that will come and surprise us and put this thing in us, that we don't make effort. And I will not lie to you, most of them there, they have cliques. That's how you will go to court. That your case going to do like this.
And that's where the problem comes.
You go to cast and bind. You don't know that your cast and bind has been banded.
You are frustrated, everybody is frustrated. Who do you then trust in this country?
You understand?
You can't trust it.
How can lawyers be dragging one client in court?
I have a problem each time we say, God has given us everything.
Who make I trust President Tinubu?
Our peculiarity.
You cannot trust me. Say who I trust.
The common man out there. The common man out there cannot approach the court and get justice.
How you want to approach?
Just like she just pointed out, our judiciary. I can't forget the day they were sharing souvenirs and our no disrespect now, but at this point in time, I will brook no nonsense. Shamelessly, they were running after souvenirs. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Souvenir of what? For what?
They did one event now. Have you forgotten that
your mandate one?
No, it's not your mandate. There was an event they did when they started sharing souvenirs. Look at the way they were colliding on each other just because of souvenir.
See, do you know some of our lawyers, top lawyers, the ones I respect so much, this are MBA Keja, they will die. When you follow them to go and visit the person, you'll be shocked where this person is living. So you tell me that person will see money. He will also not carry knife to stab somebody to enter. I said there was a matter that 2 lawyers were dragging physically in court, that it is my client.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And there is hunger.
God, please.
You be seeing this man speaking. Do you know how much we pay?
Only that.
I'm telling you, during my time when I was being called to bar,
they should pause people studying law.
That's not exactly because
for like 10 years.
You have to be sure. You must be rich. Students. I always tell people, the women, the women, are the ones making it look like something there. Because when we arrive with money, car, or from our parents' background, but the men. That is when you know that they are struggling. Because they are like supposed to be the father of the house of the head of the house.
So invariably they will do anything and everything to make this
a client contacted somebody. Yes. A client contacted somebody, right? It didn't go down well with them. So they now met in court. After he had picked another one, the other one says, my client, you stole. A lawyer that does not even know the other one. They were fighting in court.
I can imagine.
Do you know it's not only in the judiciary system this thing is happening? I kid you not, it's happening everywhere.
Everywhere.
Happening even in media. There are some journalists that they will never say the truth in their life. Never ever. And they will create that lie, paint that lie to the extent that you will start believing like, oh, I think this is
I wish Vera is here. You know why? Many years ago, before we started coming here like fully, we went somewhere, so Vera remember. So it was I and Vera in the car, right? And somebody actually gave us 500,000 for everybody to share. Do you know these people were somewhere trying to give us 25,000? So that they will pocket it and give us 25 as if we did not know. So I had to come down, ask them, hey, how much did the man give? They said 200,000. And I tricked them and said, but somebody just said 500,000. Hey. And Vera was in the car and I told Vera, she have a deal, see how much they give. And everybody became aware. Me, if you tell me, I will spread it. I said to everybody, they gave us 500, they gave us 500. So the woman was, as in, she feared. So only me, you can't carry that secret. When they hold the money, they say they gave me money and I will not do it.
See, when we say politicians weaponize poverty, it's not just against the common man alone. Even those you think are well-to-do, they scramble for things like this. Now, how do we get out of this whole, I'm sorry to use this word, mess? You can speak from now to tomorrow. It's in this country you speak and the DSS will come after you.
That's what I'm saying.
The man that made the video of the bad road in Ogun State was picked by the DSS.
Likewise, and that just
that Yoruba guy.
Just because
a lady too.
It's glaring for everyone to see. If not disrespect now, if you take a blind man to a bad road, the blind man will know this road is bad.
During that Tony Joshua time, right?
No, not even,
No, before. There's a particular guy.
Before.
Was there any insult in the video?
There was nothing. Have you forgotten this lady called Tone that's on Instagram?
No. Don't deserve to be picked. Trust me.
Yeah.
Don't pass. Don't cross the line.
You don't know the agreement. You don't know what. See, there are underlying things.
Stanley, there is criticism. There are constructive criticism.
And the truth.
See,
when you go after people's family,
apart from this thing, you said there is a truth.
And when you go after their family, see, I support what Stone did, but I just told you that don't cross the line. Is it not the same Tone that lied against somebody in the UK that the person sexually assaulted her? And people started calling her
spirit of Mubab.
Same tone that saw spirit of Mubab. The same tone that saw a young child in her estate
early in the morning
and thought she was. So see, let's leave
Tone
Tone out of it.
Can I tell you the
Tone
truth?
is off.
No, can I tell you?
Tone is an attention seeker.
Sorry, can I say something?
Hold on.
The truth is that they have ambulance in Ogun State.
Let's hear what Stanley want to say. I'm not supporting Ogun State government though, because Tone that always sit down here, we not even like it first. But I just want to hear where you want to land.
If the government of Ogun State under Governor Dapo Abiodun was doing something meaningful in that state to improve the state, I'm sure the world would not listen to Tone. Whether she speaks the truth or not, for every lie or rumor, there's an iota of truth in it. So let's establish that one first.
The world are not listening to Tone.
Well, you think so?
I know so.
No.
I know so.
Hold on.
Tone is the way Tone has insulted the president, the way Tone has gone after the APC government, the way I have hosted event together with Tomisi that Tone was there. It was that day I saw that is she a prophetess again? Don't worry, Tone is just an attention seeker on the social space, and she's bring the only time people have had a chance to maybe try to listen to her is this Ogun State government, and she used Anthony Joshua. She practically come on social media to insult Prince Dapo Abiodun. Well, maybe he deserve it because he's Tone from the same state. He's Tone living in that state. If you're an activist and you want to fight, is she living in that state? She lives in Lagos and she's doing video from the United Kingdom. That's nonsense. Yeah. If you want to fight for us, come and sit with us. Let's share the bad road together. Drive and be telling people, see what this road is doing to my car.
Yes,
don't just because you want to be popular on social media, you set camera, you set ring light. Hey, Prince Dapo Abiodun, no ambulance. You go to the hospitals, do videos. She was like, oh, she worked with a foundation. They have taught several hospitals in Ogun State. It's fine if you are calling the attention of Ogun State government to improve the welfare and to improve facilities in the state. But when you start taking it personal, the man cannot go for any function. Tone will set camera and say, see, your useless governor has gone to a party again. No, that is not constructive criticism. That's a direct criticism. If you have issue with that man, if you have issue with him, go straight and insult him. Don't use the problem of the state to enter him.
So what
then do you think she would use?
No, I said if you have problem with him, go straight and insult him.
Don't go straight.
No, stop pretending like you are fighting for the people because you are looking for justice for yourself.
But the
exactly
truth is
what the opposition party are doing now.
Do they have ambulance in Ogun State? Yes, they have. But is it extending to other parts of Ogun State that is very close to Lagos?
Everybody knows by now Ogun State should be divided into three. It's too big for one person to manage. Go to Ado Daughter. Very, very crazy place to stay.
This on Alagbole, somebody said his room is Lagos, his parlor is Ogun State.
That one is gutter than the person.
That's what
let's hear Stanley. Let's not go and forget what he wants to say. Maybe so that he will not say we not for talk.
I am not a fan. I beg your pardon. I'm not a fan of this league.
Me too, and I'm not a fan of Ogun State government.
Now hold on. Whether she's taking it to the extreme, whether she is including lies and whatever. That's not my point.
Okay.
My point is, several people, including this lady, have called on the Ogun State. My direction now is in line with what is happening in Ogun State. Nigerians have criticized over the time how successive administrations have neglected the people of Ogun State. They have industries in that state, but bad roads. The roads are not motorable. Ordinarily, Ogun State should be generating more IGR than even Lagos State. What has Dapo Abiodun done differently? Amosun may not be the best governor, but on the scale of 1 to 10,
Amo what?
Yes.
Amo what?
Listen, now allow me finish my
Stanley,
now.
okay, the talk. Let me Google it.
Amosu may not be the best governor.
Just talk.
But Dapo Abiodun has also not covered himself in glory.
The one that put us into debt and they seized
You
our
understand?
plane.
Dapo Abiodun has not covered himself in glory. Now let's face reality. Let's face reality. If you must make a change, you must start from within. Now Dapo Abiodun is in the eyes and in the mouth of several Nigerians criticizing him for not doing anything in Ogun State. Now, what I'm saying in essence is this. If he wants to leave a lasting legacy in the minds of the people of Ogun State, just pick one major project. If not that, the Federal Ministry of Works, led by David Umahi, is fixing some of those major roads. And all of a sudden, Dapo Abiodun came and said Ogun State and the Ministry of Works and the federal government will fix this road. What would it take? If you cannot fix federal road, and even if you can, fix it and get refunds from the federal government. We did the same thing, and he got refunds from the late President Muhammadu Buhari. How come Dapo Abiodun cannot just do one tangible thing and allow the world to sing his praises?
Why makes you say so? The airport, who built the airport in Ogun State?
Oh,
you said one tangible thing.
Tangible
so I'm
thing.
asking.
Is that a basic thing for the people?
I kept
Are you
seeing
serious?
projects.
Yes.
I kept
That's
seeing
a cargo.
projects.
That's a
on
cargo airport.
dry land.
Hold on.
You said one basic thing. You said one basic thing.
Yes.
So I am pointing out something for. I just pointed out. No governor in Ogun State has ever done it.
Oh,
to build airport in Ogun State.
You call
As a
an
matter
achievement?
of fact, I am not a fan of
Is it
Dapo
airport an
Abiodun.
achievement?
Yes.
Do you know most of
When
them
the roads are not motorable,
travel from
let me
the
let
non-motorable
you know.
road
When
to
the roads are not
Lagos?
motorable, you call airport an achievement?
You said
One
no.
road, yes.
No, I just pointed out for you.
And
You don't ask for 5.
See,
You said one, and I just gave you. You said
to the
one.
average Ogun State citizen.
See,
an airport
let me
achievement
tell you.
does
Let
not
me tell
everybody
you.
have access
Stanley,
to cargo.
Do you
Stanley,
know
let
that
me-
Ogun
let me
State
tell
people
you.
like to travel abroad more than any other
That's
person?
not the point.
Stanley, let me tell you. You are forgetting that we had Baba Obasanjo when he was president.
That was the failure.
Ogun State looked like it's cost already. Wait, on one particular line, Benga Daniel was there. Upon all the things Benga Daniel did, after everything, he still contested for senator. He won. You should know one thing about the Ogun State people is like they always bring people to come outside. Dapo Abiodun you are talking about. Do you know this man's level in the petroleum sector? You will see somebody here and go and bring. One time I saw a local government chairman for maybe Ijebu North or thereabout. He was driving from Lekki Epe to Ijebu. That means he lives in that place. He governed the people of that place. And I said something. If you don't know, see, I did local government studies and administration, and they told us to solve any problem in local government, we have to go and experience their pain before we can give them solution. So a lot of all these guys called activists and politicians, they don't even go to where the problem is. I imagine if Sanwo-Olu has gone everywhere in Lagos. I imagine if Dapo Abiodun has actually gone everywhere in Ogun State, which are the common places in Ogun State: Abeokuta, Ijebu-Ode, Shagamu, Remo. There are other places that when they mention their name, you will ask, is this Ogun State too? Do you know how big Ogun State is? But instead of people to come together to say this is how it is done, politicians want to criticize their own. Activists want to choose their parts. Of course, I know who Tongu is supporting when it comes to government, when it comes to election. But then you want to go against somebody. You know when you mentioned that your other guy, I did not even say anything. I've seen the guy video. Most of his video are always coming from maybe Songo or Tasai and the likes, And, I would not criticize that boy because that guy is neutral. He's only calling government attention to so.
Things.
But you know one thing opposition party will do? The moment they see that you're a regular government caller, you know how to call them out. They want to try to give you support. Is a lie. They want to use you. That was what I said. Before DSS will pick you, because DSS, they don't just come because they say come and fix road. It's logical. They will just come, they will pick you up. Is it that he has said something, or they came to arrest him on another ground? Maybe it's not even related ground, because I've not heard about it. I don't know that story. And trust me, I have just Googled the achievement between Amosu and Prince Dapo Abiodun. It's different. The only problem we have is Nigerians are frustrated, and we don't care if you are doing it right or not. Just live there. We want another person. And that is what pushed us to where we are today. Because had I know, would have left Jonathan alone, no. But we rejected good luck. We want good governance. We don't know good governance. Come with people that don't understand English. How can somebody say, walai talai, this thing is good? You say, go and do it. That was what Adam Toshomole said whenever they talked to Buhari. That's what he said when he said, President, walai, Allah, this thing is
and
okay.
once you call,
he say, because him in his head, he believe you cannot just call that name for
like
fun. That's his own belief. You can't use religious belief to rule the people. It's not possible because what you believe in is different. So for that anti-tone, Stanley, I accept everything you have said on this table. But you say for tone, me, if I see one-on-one in person, we will have that conversation.
somebody actually did in the UK. There was a video that went around, and the person was saying she called the police for the person. So
I was even trying, to
she's on speed dial.
to do
Allow the woman breathe.
to do one comparison because Stanley actually called for it, and I feel
He's
like
charged.
people should know. So side by side summary. I've not read it before, so I don't know what the result is. Economy policy, boosted investment, climate, and IGR growth. That is for Amosun 2011 to 2019. For Abiodun, large IGR increase, major economy expansion. Now, road and infrastructure, road construction, major flyovers. Then for for Dapo Abiodun, thousands of kilometers of roads plus airports. They had to add plus airports. Education, free basic education and tertiary support. For Dapo, free primary, junior secondary school plus school upgrade. For healthcare, upgrade facilities. That's for Amosun. For Prince Dapo Abiodun, renovated PHCs and expanded healthcare services. Industrial growth, investment attraction for Amosun. For Prince, major industrial expansion. And going back to major projects, Abeokuta flyover and rural renew. That's for Amosun. Then for Dapo, Gateway Airport plus dry port and seal port plant. I mean, except we really need the people to come and look, but like this, people are not even happy in Ogun State. And when they are not happy with you, there's no how they want to see any good in you. Public recognition, several awards and honor. But, so that one just come out. So Ogun State has they have airports, they have dry ports and seaport plans. Maybe it will happen. I hope it happens. But this is what happens when you put people who are not technocrats to power, who just want to let's just make this money so that they will know what to share. Because I was surprised the day I saw that Abiodun name among this this upstream, downstream people, and it was even like the president. That was when
he owns filling stations.
He led them to the president, and they say he's the chairman or maybe one of the streams. I say, are you serious?
Yeah.
They say, I said, no wonder the man don't really care about how people they survive. He will just wear, what's the name of that his color? Is it Kampala? Don't wear that yellow one. Don't wear that Kampala with his beard. He moved.
Somebody won't get chef.
Anyway, Stanley has actually raised a very significant point about Ogun State, and truly, I think we might be thinking Tom is an attention seeker, but at the same time, we need to pick one or two truths. Even if I'm not agreeing with everything she has said, but at the same time, she has mentioned some important things. Yes, there might be ambulance at Ogun State, but maybe not much as the way they buy cars for councillors. The money used in buying cars for councillors, you can use it to buy more ambulance for the use of the people, to increase facilities, in hospitals, general hospitals, and mandate that every private hospital must have at least one ambulance in their hospital. Because now if you check some private hospitals, even in Lagos, they don't have ambulance. Then you now see people having ambulance company by themselves. They just build a place. Yes, so you can come and hire ambulances and all. Anyways, it's not a bad business.
No, they have a toll number. That's what I'm saying, that this is lack of investigation. I investigated. I found that they have. But they are not extending most of their facilities to that part of Ogun State that is very close to Lagos. It's like they concentrate so much in Abeokuta and all that places.
Actually, Abeokuta.
So that's what I'm saying. If you are constructing some, if you are trying to criticize somebody, also make investigations so that you will not look like the FOOL at the end. You
All right.
understand?
Thank you very much, Barrister Ping. We'll go on a short break. We need to take some water because Stanley has just took us from 0 to 1,074. We'll be back shortly. We have to go on a short break. And when we're back, we'll continue the conversation. It's still the Monday edition of the Bomber Breakfast Show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Ramadan, the only month of blessings and forgiveness, is here again. This is an opportunity for corporate bodies to grow their brands and individuals to enjoy unending blessing from Allah by way of sponsoring any of our ARI programs, specially packaged for this Ramadan period. You can sponsor our call to prayer, Ramadan Tafsir, Taraweeh live from Holy Kaaba, Makkah and Medina, Iftar Family Quiz Show, dawn transmission from 3 to 7 a.m. and lots more at affordable cost. For information on how you can be part of this program, contact our marketing department for details or call any of the following lines: 0803-300-4531 or 0803-515-8756 or 002-928-0721. Ramadan Mubarak.
We're kicking your year off
in all her glory.
with more because we've got you.
You know that I got it.
I get it.
We got kicks, we got scores, we got action, we got roars.
It's my specialty.
We got drama, we got fun. We got more for everyone.
You
Bingo.
know that I got it. You know that I got it.
Come get it. Come get with us and stick with us too. And boom, there's an upgrade on us just for you.
We got you.
More channels, more shows, more reasons to stay.
Perfect.
For the fam, for the crew, more for you every day. Yes, we've got more of everything you need to start your year with extra joy.
Thank you.
DSTV, we've got you all the way.
You know that I got it.
We're kicking your year off
In all her glory.
with more because we've got you.
You know that I got it.
I get it.
We got kicks, we got scores, we got action, we got roars.
It's my specialty.
We got drama, we got fun. We got more for everyone.
Bingo.
You know that I got it. You know that I got it.
Come get it. Come get with us and stick with us too. And boom, there's an upgrade on us just for you.
We got you.
More channels, more shows, more reasons to stay.
Perfect.
For the fam, for the crew, more for you every day. Yes, we've got more of everything you need to start your year with extra joy.
You know that I got it. Thank you.
DSTV, we've got you all the way.
You know that I got it.
welcome back. It's still the Monday edition of the Bomber Breakfast Show. And while we went on the break, we came back with a guest, someone you're familiar with, someone you've always seen on the screen, and is here seated with us on the table this morning. Is not all the person, but a patriotic citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Someone would like to see us do these things right. We talk it right. And someone would like to advise the government every time it has the opportunity to sit to talk on the platforms like this. It's not the person, but Comrade Razak Olokova. Alhaji, good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning. How was your weekend?
I don't know about it, but my weekend was splendid. But good to have you. Good to have you, Alhaji.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
to the program.
All right, welcome to the program, Alhaji. And we have a few questions we have deliberated about a bit this morning. And, because you are a public affairs analyst, and it's not, whatever thing that is happening in the country today is not even new to you. But quickly, we just want to ask some questions which we would like you, to shed more light to. And that's based on, the military in the country. The military and the police are overstretched. There are some challenges that are happening, and then it looks like we need more coordination and intelligence in the country. Something happened in Kogi State. The Kogi State governor recently closed down markets and parks in about 7 local governments. The same problem in Kwara State, same problem in Kogi. You've talked about all of these incidents ever since you have been coming, or ever since it started happening. But it doesn't look like we are seeing anything like positive change in Nigeria today. What's your take?
Well, thank you very much. The situation in the country today can be ascribed to be called a low-scale war. A low-scale war is what we are encountering in Nigeria today, because the situation where the Navy is deployed, your Air Force and the Army is deployed, and the police and other agencies of the outfit of security are also deployed. You can no longer call that one the riot act. You can no longer call that one uprising. It's gone beyond that now. And that is why anytime we want to discuss this issue, we should try as much as possible not to be sentimental. We should be very, very objective. And I will begin by saying that the people must make a clear demand from the government that the government needs to accept that the police, the army, and other institutions, they need intervention from Nigerians. The model of security in Nigeria is strange in such a way that you cannot deny Nigerians from having minimum level of defense for themselves. And that's the reason why we find ourselves in this mess. If you look at the Kwara case or the Kogi case, that local government, even if they have just 500 young committed youth armed, this kind of affront from bandits, from kidnappers, will not happen. Sure. And if it is replicated all over the country like that, it won't happen. And that's why I am saying that the government is overwhelmed on security issues. We will bail them out. How? And the way to bail them out is to insist that everything you can achieve with the current security architecture has been achieved. We need a new layer of security architecture. And it's the truth. The army is designed not to go and placate communities, designed to fight war. But they are engaged in resolving communal crisis now, banditry and terrorism. You see, and these are complications. Police work, army work is doing it. It's a complication. So the ball is in our court to be assertive. Once you get to power, there are things that you see in another picture, different from what you see when you are outside. And that is why the people's angle to governance is very important. The president is aware that there's a need for a new layer of security before he gets in. But by the time he gets in, by the time you speak with the IG, the defense, NIA, all of them, they will keep giving assurance that they can handle the situation. And it keeps giving the impression that the president is not serious about security situation. And that's why he must come in. If we wait in, that's no, you can't continue this time. You need to change. So that's why at times our president gets there, and when they leave, they apologize. So as he is now, we must know what is going on in his head. Though. He's thinking that Nigerians are in a mess. Let me quickly deploy the army, deploy this, deploy that. Until the guest start to now discover that it's been the repetition of what other president has been doing. You won't know. That's why I'm saying that 90% of what is on ground now are Nigerians. We can't be asking someone to do what he has done to his capacity. The president has done what cannot to his capacity. The army has done what cannot. So it's us to say that as the supervisor of our people in God, we are the ones to be supervising them. We are trying to give direction to them. And know what is required now is to do this. For instance, if you look at our election, people will say that in the rest of the country, they don't have this kind of militarized election. I say, no, don't compare yourself with the rest of. They have sorted out issues. There are local, there are forests, so many layers of security. It's on board. You see the prime minister working on the street. I said, don't risk the life of our senator, of our president. You should be working on the street the way they see. We have not been able to do the need to, and it's not about maturity. It's not about whether we are not ripe for it yet. We are losing life of young men in the police, in the army, the Air Force, every day. So when are we going to get there?
Okay. Now, sorry, let me ask you this question. You talked about the people's angle to governance.
Yes.
You also touched on after the administration of every president, they come out to apologize. We can't also compare how they operate in the UK, the US, and how we operate in Nigeria. But you would also agree with me that between 2021 and 2025, that was last year, the two governments, excuse me, spent nothing less than 17.36 trillion in combating insecurity. Just like you said, just recently, the governor of Kogi State closed down 7 local government parks. And now, this for me, for one, looks like the government ensuring that the military operatives don't function optimally. You remember also how committed the late Taoreed Lagbaja was to ensuring that banditry becomes a thing of the past. All of a sudden he died, and he told us he died of one terminal disease. His family came out and said the opposite. Now, this is it. We are spending and we are not getting the results. And yet we keep spending.
We may not like to get results.
Now, then there is no need for us to spend taxpayers' money on what we will get results. So,
if you are, okay, oh yeah.
Now, don't you think Mr. President right now is handicapped? Handicapped in the sense that he was quick to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State to avoid chaos. But there is unrest across different states in this country. Some strategists have said, which in the southwest, we should take precaution. If care is not taken, it might just drop in. And once it enters Lagos, Nigeria is collapsed. Now, don't you think Mr. President right now is handicapped because it looks like he wants to do this? On the other hand, it's a different ballgame entirely. What's your take?
See, technically, the cup in front of you, that's the content of what it can contain.
Sure.
So, determine the capacity of your government before you assign responsibility. What they can do, they have done it. What other way do you want us to say it again? In terms of security, we have to redesign the security architecture. We have redesigned it. Just speak in unison. What they can do, they have done it already. Don't keep pushing it back to them again. If your car is bad, don't keep blaming the driver. Repair your car. Something is wrong with the security architecture of this country. Are you saying president and the armed forces again? They can't do more than what they are doing.
And who then is the commander? He is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
I've told you.
He controls the armed forces.
I have explained. No. The armed forces have done their capacity. They need more intervention. There should be state police. There should be local police to complement what they are doing. What's the business of army in resolving the crisis communal issues? It's not. We are mismanaging our national asset. See, Let me explain this to you and why you keep spending more money. When a wound is at the level where you can use first aid box and you don't use it, it's fester. It's going beyond first aid box.
Sure.
It should be hospital issue. It should be surgical issue. Yeah. That's the situation we find ourselves. When there are pickpockets, local police are supposed to cop pickpockets. They graduated and become bandits. It's not longer a local police issue again. It becomes a bigger issue. So you keep spending money on it. You keep spending money on it. So let's tinker with what we are telling our government to do. Because all of us are the same with our government. If this is what you want them to work on, it means we are the same thing with them. It means it means if you say the government is not focused, it means we are also not focused. It means if they are weak, it means that we are also weak. It means they lack initiative. It means also lack initiative. Your vehicle that is technically faulty is the fault you address. You keep changing driver, you keep changing president, and you are handing over the rickety vehicle to him to work with. How can that be possible?
If you go by that illustration, there are times that your driver is even the reason why your vehicle is having fault.
Yeah.
Because it's either he does not know how to control himself when
Institution can mess you up.
Of course, I'm not the
institution that which is a vehicle. When your car is bad, at the point your driver become a bad person too. You are always complaining about this vehicle, and you have had 5 drivers already. You have had that five drivers already. The tire is bad, you don't repair it. The second one, the third one, so you keep changing driver. It's not spiritual. Our problem is not spiritual at all. What God has done, please God forgive me. I kept saying this. I said what God has not done for Muhammad and Christ, He can't do it for us. Muhammad fought his yard. Jesus carried his cross. Let us do the needful. There are things that God has assigned to us as a responsibility that we must do. He will not do it for us, and that's why you have to be calling America. It was going to a point where the thing has fettered to that point,
and that's where the problem is. Because you would agree with me that
nip it in the board. If it had, I am one of the co-founder of Amatekun. We were assertive, and Amatekun in a way is working. We design a model. I'm a security consultant, and we design a model with that intelligence network. All the many workers all over Yoruba land. We put them in the database. This is Yamsela that we call. Did you see vehicle passing here? Did you see collaboration between states? We don't know about the government. They didn't work on it. It's only except Lagos and Ondo.
So who are we blaming for
that's
this?
the point.
It's the government. You go back to them. You say
That's
you are
what he has
hold
been
them
saying.
responsible. That no, we should not tell them that. We should tell them that what you are working with cannot work. That's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what it has to do with us.
Now, comrade, let's go back.
Instead of asking them that provide more security from where 100,000 policemen multiplied by the 25 million.
But they get federal allocation. What then are they using it for? Now, this brings me back to the Kogi State governor who closed down 7 parks. And I told Barrister Pink and Rio that that's not be strategic enough. You have the DSS. Their job is to ensure that they get you information. What's the guarantee?
How many are they?
Hold on, comrade. What's the guarantee now that you've closed down this 7 local governments? What's the guarantee that Ekiti, that is close to Kogi, Kwara, that is close to Kogi,
we will end up closing all schools in Nigeria the way we are going, and that's the truth. Let's be objective. I say let's put passion and sentiment aside.
That's what Kwara
we may end up closing up all our schools if we don't do the needful. See, this is the part. Why are you pointing in this direction? There's a number of all these men. We have to be fair to them. How many policemen, though they are not fair to themselves, you see IG saying that state police giving all sorts of excuses, and I said, Mr. Man, they are blaming you for what you are not responsible for. You want to keep blaming, taking the blame? Do you want to be different? The 5 IG before you, since 1999, which IG have they praised? And you want to go in that direction again? You want to go with that, putting your name in gold in the performance of security? Is that what you want to do? So let's explain to them carefully in such a way that they will know this one, they are talking to opposition carefully. We have to remind Asiwaju that when he was in Lagos, he created many agencies to complement the work of the federal institutions. Look at LASMA today. We co-initiated LASMA with him. We co-initiated neighborhood with him. We co-did that with him. He was doing engagement. So what is the way out? We co-did some of those things with him, and now it's working. Now he's there. I have met president except one that I didn't meet. I know the work they do. They can't know the point you were making about new layer of security. There's no way they will know. Jonathan at times I will be the one to tell the red line of newspaper. Jonathan at times I'm speaking it on here. I will be the one to tell him that These are people as say, no, you need this. I say, no. You call me to come and tell you things that is going in Nigeria. I can't lie to you. You now have to call his aid and say, my friend, you are right.
What then is the role of the National Security Advisor? To Mr. President.
To that, and of course, that's what I'm saying. That you see,
that's the problem.
The way
there is so much decay in the system.
No. So the system is in a bad shape. We know that one, and it's a systemic change we are talking about now. And if you give a car to, then let's do the illusion of the car. You are saying, what is the role of a panel beater? What is the role of the conductor? What is but you know your car is bad. We know that less than 1 million policemen put together, SSA, everything, less than 1 million, all of them less than 1 million.
Yes, they are less than.
Are these the people that can secure our life? You all know that. So every state government must be able to take part in securing those states. Why will someone from Kano? Why will someone from Kano come and die for me in Kwara? A Kwara person should be part of the security architecture. Kogi people, Kaduna people, Enugu people, all of them. So you want someone to come and be dying for your problem in your own state? It doesn't work like that. Then give us a minimum of level of defense. If someone come to a cantonment, let there be casualty on both sides. Let there be funeral on both sides. But if it is only the bandit that will come and be killing people in the village, that's not fair on Nigeria.
I wish you could go on and on and on. But real, trust me, on Thursday we'll continue this conversation.
No problem. Right.
Okay, because we have less than a minute in the studio this morning. But Alhaji, how do you sign out? I mean, what's that piece of advice you want to give to the military?
Someone will say the light at the end of tunnel is not bright. Maybe we should change the bulb. There's hope for us. Yeah. Our case is not beyond redemption.
The lamp holder is working.
Yes, our situation is not beyond redemption.
Thank you very much.
It's not beyond redemption.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Razak Olokoba. That's a beautiful, handsome, any good name you want to call this comrade, like he just said on this table, a security consultant. I'm just getting to know that now today. So a lot of consultation is going to happen. I mean, after this conversation of this show, I have relationship security issue. So I'm bringing that. He said security consultant. Anywhere. I have job security issues. I'm coming to him. Anyways, Stanley, how do you sign up?
Yeah, it's been an amazing time this morning. And like I said, he will be back on Thursday. God bless you all. Thank you so very much for making the day with us this morning. I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, I have to sign out for Barrister Pink. She will always say, I am Barrister Pink. Barry for now. So, so that's the sign out for her. God bless her. She had to take a step out so that Alhaji will be on the seat. Thank you very much, Barrister Pink. I am Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. For sure, they can call me real. I'll see you again. For now, from all of us, it's a bye-bye.